took us by surprise. The rich Americans and the Lebanese hash could only add to Ellie's stash. The rich Americans and he came down from the back street for the Sunday sacred kiss. Little would we know by the end of that day we'd share a part of his universe. Jerusalem, walking on a pathway made of stone and sand. Jerusalem. We met him on the Mount of Olives, beneath graves of ancient men. street put us under sacred kiss. He gave us old coins and in return he put our back into his purse. The Turkish temple up on the hill, it stood tall, it could not hide. Ali Baba would be our guide when we wanted to see inside. Jerusalem, walking on a pathway made of stone and sand. Took us by the hand in Jerusalem.
For most of us, it's a game to be played with family and friends, but to some, it's a highly competitive sport. And this year, New Zealand's largest chess tournament is taking place in Tauranga for the first time in its 127-year history.
It's the longest continuously running national championship in the world. It's been held in Auckland, Wellington, Dunedin, Christchurch, Palmerston North.
And Tauranga has
continuously running national championship in the world. It's been held in Auckland, Wellington, Dunedin, Christchurch, Palmerston North.
And Tauranga has
continuously running national championship in the world.
It's been held in tournament is taking place in Tauranga for the first time in its 127-year history. Held at the
longest continuously running national championship in the world. We've got Grandmasters here from Russia, England, Australia. We've got international masters here from Brazil, and then 3 of our own homegrown international masters, 2 from Wellington and 1 from Auckland.
So, how does a chess grandmaster prepare for a game?
Usually I check database and just check my opponents, what he likes, what he doesn't like, and nothing special. Sometimes without preparation, just walk, because sometimes better to
Auckland.
Fresh head.
Unlike many sports, these games are played in total silence.
No chanting, no, it's not a football match. No, it's silence throughout because people are concentrating intensely. Chess is fairly unforgiving. If they make one mistake, you usually lose the game against a good player. If you're playing tennis and you make a mistake, you can get it back on the next rally. But chess, no, the game's gone.
But there are some similarities, with organisers keeping a close watch on any unsportsmanlike tactics.
You can't bring in cell phones or smartwatches because they're like mini computers now. And in fact, some people have been caught cheating overseas, consulting their cell phones to give them the right moves. You know, anybody bringing a cell phone into the area will be swiftly ejected.
Games can last up to 5 hours, but it doesn't finish there for the serious players.
And then after the game, people usually come out to the analysis area and have a look at the game, decide what they did wrong and what they did right. And that's a very good time to pick the brains of the better players who might have just beaten you.
Hello, Timothy.
Once the chess is over, the international visitors are free to engage in something a bit less competitive: sightseeing.
I tell them all they've got to climb the mountain. I've given them all bus timetables and brochures. So
Hi, Timothy. Nice to
go and see what they like. The buses from here are quite regular to Mount Main Beach, so they obviously should go and walk along the beach and have a swim. And we've got the hot pools there.
Oh, yeah.
Gavin Ogden, Local Focus.
Maybe now there will be a little bit better. So let's unmute everybody. Mute everybody. first of all. Okay. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining our Solidarity event. It's nice to see many people that are gathering and playing chess in this period. At least in Israel, the COVID-19 is still here, and I'm glad we found a way to do an event together, even though there is a distance of more than 16,000 kilometers. My name is Leo Reisenberg. I'm the manager and director of Chess4All in Israel. We are doing our initiative is to do a Chess4Solidarity in order to strengthen the ties between Israel and other countries, and of course between the people. We have a couple of guests here, and we will wait for 1 or 2 minutes until everybody is still joining. There are some technical problems. כולם, אם יש איזושהי בעיה טכנית, אז בבקשה לפנות לאלון, לא אליי, הוואטסאפ שלי די קורס כרגע, אז לפנות רק לאלון, כל בעיה טכנית, יש פה את אלון ואת עידן לוי, הם השופטים שיעזרו יחד איתי, יהיו יחד איתי על מנת להעביר את האירוע בצורה חלקה. אני רושם פה גם כן, יש גם שידור בפייסבוק של שחמט לכל. Timothy, we have, of course, the broadcasting of, I sent you the link. You can share it also with the Auckland Club and maybe the Chess Federation, the New Zealand Chess Federation. Okay? Maybe somebody will wake up and decide or to see the event or also to participate. And we will wait 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes, and we will start. So grab something from the kitchen, תיקחו משהו, כיבוד עליכם הפעם, לא כמו בתחרות רגילה שאנחנו צריכים לדאוג, עדיין נכנסים אנשים, אז תיקחו כוס מים, מה שאתם צריכים, ועוד מעט אנחנו נתחיל. Hello. Okay. Hello there. We are starting. And I want first of all to share my screen to everybody. ערב טוב לכולם, לכל המשתתפים. אני שמח שהגעתם, גם מישראל, שעה מאוחרת, וגם מניו זילנד הרחוקה.
גם מוסקבה.
גם מוסקבה. אוקיי, רגע. Okay, that was the ambassador. Why I hear that?
We can't hear him.
Is it?
Muri.
Sorry.
Mute.
Mute.
We can't hear you.
ליאור, אתה מיוט.
אוקיי, אז נמצא פה אריק קפלן איתנו. איפה אריק?
פה.
אריק פה, שלום אריק, ערב טוב. אני שמח שיכולת להצטרף אלינו. אז אריק אחראי על הענפים הלא אולימפיים בישראל. יש לנו הרבה ענפים, והוא נמצא כאן כדי לברך את המשתתפים גם מישראל וגם מניו זילנד. אריק, בבקשה.
Good evening, ערב טוב to my friends in Israel. Good morning to our New Zealand guests. It's very, it's great to see you from the screen. One day maybe we'll get there. And shalom to my friend in Moscow that I just saw is that he's here also, Paz Cohen. I don't know what you are doing there. On behalf of Ayelet Federation, Ayelet is the Non-Olympic Federation of Israel. I'm very glad to welcome you to another. It's not a competition, it's more than an event, very important event that organized by Chess4Solidarity. And this is a good place to say a very good thank you, big thank you to Lior Eisenberg, who's doing a great job for strength all the connections between Israel and countries around the world, around all the world, from every place that you think is organized games, and it's really good. and of course between our athletes, our Israeli chess players and chess players around the world. Before I will wish everybody great games that you will enjoy and win, hopefully, I really want to say one word that, you know, there is a television show called Ninja. And after it's begun being in the TV, everybody went climbing. And Israel now full of clubs that everybody try to climb. So I really, really hope that the Queen's Gambit, you know, the series on Netflix, will do the same to the chess game. That even I know there is millions of players around the world who's playing that amazing game of chess. I wish that this series in the TV will show the beautiful of the game, how hard it is, the unique, what kind of unique game it is, and will give that a great game the honor that it deserves. So I wish everybody funny, great, that you will enjoy yourself during the next hour and a half. I know it's a quick game, so a fast game, so it won't take long. And to wish again, to say thank you to Lior, and to wish great success during the week. I know there are other games also in South America, in Spain, some other countries that will our Israeli chess players will play against. So good evening, good morning, and success. בהצלחה חברים. תהנו, זה הכי חשוב.
Thank you, Arik. And as you said, we will have many more games with other countries, and it's not the last time that I call you to greet. Okay?
My pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Arik. And I want now to there is here also the municipality of Savion is also supporting this project, this event. Okay, we have many events, and of course tomorrow with Chile, and afterwards with Spain, and we will continue with USA and etc. But this event it is very unique because we are there is a long distance between Israel and New Zealand, and Savion support also, except of the embassy of Israel in Wellington, is also supporting this project. And first of all, I want to thank Mrs. Tami Ben-Avi, which is here. She is also a big supporter of chess generally, and she is here to greet all the players. So thank you, first of all, Tami, and here we go. Alon, can you please let Tami?
I opened the mute.
Okay, great.
Hello, everybody from Israel, and Shalom. I'm Tami, the head of Education Department in Savion Council. Wishing you good luck and success, בהצלחה. And thank you, Lior, for this event and the other to come. And I am very happy to see all of you and wishing you well and success. Thank you very much. From Israel, Shalom, בהצלחה.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tami. So, guys, now we need to get to work, and we have an event that will take place in something like we have a couple of minutes, 10 minutes, 11 minutes. So now let's talk about...
Why I can join the game?
Little bit about the regulations and such. אנחנו נדבר עכשיו קצת על ההנחיות וכולי. אם יהיה צורך, אז אנחנו קצת נאחר את תחילת המשחקים. יש לנו כרגע למעלה מ-150 משתתפים, 160 משתתפים בערך, וכמובן עוד הצטרפו כמיטב המסורת הישראלית להצטרף ברגע האחרון, אז אנחנו בוודאי נגיע קרוב למספר 200. אז ככה, בגדול אנחנו משחקים בתחרות, we are playing in event with two divisions, under 1,600 and above 1,600 ELO of Chess, and we are playing 3 + 2 minutes seconds per game, okay? 9 rounds. There are 10 seconds between each game. Everything is, of course, there is a commentary. Mr. Olexandr Prohorov is broadcasting this event with the Australian GM Leonid. I forgot the name. Sorry. There is a broadcast of in Chess4All. You can see that other people can see that you should concentrate in the games. And anyhow, we have, as I said, nine rounds, tie breaks according to Chess, and we will do the closing ceremony will happen right after the last game. Okay? Idan Lavi, the international, right? Dan, you are international. International arbiter is here. He will be working with Alon, and I will send you also. There are signs if you will have time to take a picture with the signs. If you can print it in your house, it will be great in order that we will have publicity for the event. What else I want to say about all the regulations? Of course, we are here in order that this event will be without any cheating or any problems with this issue. I hope everybody will take care of it. Please, not talking now.
ליאור, שומע אותי?
אני שומע אותך, אבל אנחנו עכשיו באמצע טקס, אז זה קצת מפריע, הייתי אומר. אז בוא...
איך אני אכנס למסך?
סליחה רגע, לא שואלים שאלות באמצע טקס, אוקיי? אפשר לשאול בוואטסאפ או אפשר לשאול בצ'אט. יש פה צ'אט, ובצ'אט אפשר לשאול שאלות. אוקיי, עכשיו, מה שאני רוצה לומר, מבחינת ההנחיות, כולם פותחים מצלמות בבקשה, אוקיי? Everybody open your cameras, please. Please open your camera. One second. Okay. Everybody needs to open the camera. If the camera is not working, you should tell that to Alon or to me by chat. Okay? Chat is the most convenient place to tell us, to send us any messages. Okay? I want to thank Timothy from New Zealand who helped to recruit the players, and I hope everybody will have a great event here. Idan, Alon, minutes, please.
אלון, כן, אני איתכם. עוד שנייה, כן.
בבקשה.
אוקיי.
בוא תדבר על ההנחיות.
Shalom, my name is Ayalon. I'm the chief arbiter. I request all the participants please to add to their real name in their profile their username of Chess. I remind it's a Swiss tournament. It's not an arena system. It means that you have 9 games of 3 minutes plus 2 seconds increments per move. You will have to play. There is only 20 seconds, I guess, between the rounds. So be focused and do not leave the rooms. If you want to go out of the room during the game, you have to write me in the chat before. I give you the permission not to do it by yourself. It's forbidden to have earphones. It's forbidden to speak with someone else at the same time, especially not in the same language. And of course, I can ask and request from you to share your screen. All the other software, chess software in particular, should be closed. No chess base, no analysis, no stockfish, no Komodo, no anything. Everything that is related to analyzing your game is forbidden. You can watch other games after that you finish your game. For any problems, you write me in the chat or in the WhatsApp, and myself or Idan will help you with any problem. So we wish you a fair play and good luck.
1 minute, Alon. Alon, I gave a couple of minutes in order that we will not feel...
אוקיי, בינתיים אני עוזר לאנשים בטלפון, אני שם את עצמי על מיוט, בסדר?
אוקיי. אז חברים, אני קבעתי את תחילת משחקים ל-10:05. I postponed it in 5 minutes in order that if there is any technical issue to settle, so that's it. So we will have, I hope we will have a great time, and everybody please join the closing ceremony, and I wish you good luck, and if you have any problems, of course, I send you first of all the link, I send you the link of the commentary, and please share it. אני שולח לכולם את הלינק של הפרשנות. מי שלא רואה את עצמו בקבוצה, לשלוח לאלון. אלון, אתה יכול לשלוח לכולם את הטלפון שלך בבקשה? אוקיי, עוד מעט אנחנו נעשה בדיקה לגבי כל השחקנים. 1976. הנה אנשים. טוב. אלון, לענות בבקשה לפז כהן. כן, אפשר בהחלט להצטרף. מי שעדיין לא הצטרף, אז עדיין אנחנו מתחילים את התחרות. זו בעיה של כל אחד אם הוא מפסיד
יש הרבה אנשים שלא מצליחים להצטרף, אני אסביר למה. אתם עשיתם חשבון חדש בליצ'ס ולא שיחקתם מספיק משחקים, ליד המד כושר שלכם יש סימן שאלה. בגלל שאין לכם כבר מד כושר מיוצב, בלי סימן שאלה הוא לא נותן לכם להצטרף. אתם לא יכולים להצטרף אם יש לכם סימן שאלה ליד המד כושר. אז אתם צריכים לשחק מספיק משחקים כדי שיהיה לכם מד כושר בלי סימני שאלה. שנייה אחת.
אוי, זה דקה 90. Yes.
לא בטוח אם אפשר להבין את המשחק, זה משחק שחמט, לא כל אחד. לא בטוח אם אפשר להבין את המשחק, זה משחק שחמט, לא כל אחד.
Many events and of course more with Chile.
רון, אתה יכול לשתף את המסך שלך בבקשה? תבקש שיתוף מסך. רון שפנה אליי. רון אדר. R2020. אתה יכול לשתף את המסך שלך בבקשה? אני מבקש מהשחקנים להוסיף את השם משתמש, יורי, ירון ליניק, לירון, ינון, מיכאל שיינפלד, אתם מכירים את הנהלים, נאה הורוביץ', להוסיף את השם לישץ ליד השם שלכם. רמי בקיש, יבגני שיפחין, כולם. להוסיף את שם משתמש ליד השם האמיתי שלכם. תודה. rename זה הכפתור איפה יש 3 נקודות, זה השני שלוחצים בפינה הימנית העליונה של התמונה שלכם. ליאור, אתה יכול לשחרר את ה-share screen שאני אוכל להשתלט על הזה של רון ארד?
שלי?
רון אדר.
שלי זה משוחרר.
אוקיי.
לראשונה בעולם תחרות שחמט אונליין בין ישראל למדינות ערב שאותה יזמו השחמטאים, אלון כהן וליאור אייזנברג.
שנייה אחת, אני מנסה.
טוב, אנחנו כבר מתחילים, חברים.
ארצות הברית מודיעה הערב על נרמול היחסים בין סודאן וישראל.
Thank you everybody for participating in our event.
לראשונה בעולם תחרות שחמט אונליין בין ישראל למדינות ערב שאותה יזמו השחמטאים, אלון כהן וליאור אייזנברג.
ליאור קורן פונה אליך.
הערב על ניהול היחסים בין סודאן וישראל.
אני עונה למלא שאלות.
אני יודע.
אני לא מפסיק.
Thank you everybody for participating in our event.
אני רוצה להסביר לאנשים איך מוסיפים את השם בפרופיל. אתם לוחצים על השם שלכם שנמצא בצד ימין בפינה.
מתחילים אלון.
טוב, סורי.
בהצלחה.
לראשונה בעולם תחרות שחמט אונליין בין ישראל למדינות ערב שאותה יזמו השחמטאים, אלון כהן וליאור אייזנברג.
ארצות הברית מודיעה הערב על ניהול היחסים בין סודאן וישראל.
Thank you everybody for participating in our event.
לראשונה בעולם תחרות שחמט אונליין בין ישראל למדינות ערב שאותה יזמו השחמטאים, אלון כהן וליאור אייזנברג.
ארצות הברית מודיעה הערב על נרמול היחסים בין סודאן וישראל.
Thank you everybody for participating in our event.
לראשונה בעולם תחרות שחמט אונליין בין ישראל למדינות ערב שאותה יזמו השחמטאים, אלון כהן וליאור אייזנברג.
ארצות הברית מודיעה הערב על נרמול היחסים בין סודאן וישראל.
Thank you everybody for participating in our event.
לראשונה בעולם תחרות שחמט אונליין בין ישראל למדינות ערב שאותה יזמו השחמטאים, אלון כהן וליאור אייזנברג.
So, good evening, dear chess friends. So, seems we are started. I just take a look if we are started. Seems yes. So, welcome to Solidarity Match between Israel and New Zealand. This is a nice initiative organized by Israel country, especially Savignon municipality and Chess4All Foundation. So many thanks for the main administrative, Mr. Leon Eisenberg, also for Chief Arbiter, Mr. Alon Cohen. By the way, we are colleagues. We make our job in FIDE Swiss Pairing Program Commission. So I sent them greetings. So let's go to the game. Let's take a look what is going on. So we can start to see the games. Just I want to remind that we have two separate events. Seems some problems with board. So probably I need to make another window. So sorry for this. Okay, seems it looks that everything it works, but I cannot. So, okay, now you see the result. So this is the first board of the event. Also, I want to say that in our event participate two grandmasters. One is from Israel, Mr. Yevgeny Postny, and also we have another name. He is just not finished his game. This is Mr. Nitzan Steinberg from Israel, also very famous grandmaster and commentator. So let's go ahead and we will see the games. I will try to comment. By the way, I want to announce that we will have a special guest, our friend from Australia, Mr. Leonid Sandler. It was already announced that he will join us, but you know, in Australia now it's 8 o'clock morning, so we expect that he will join us probably at 1 hour. So we're playing two separate tournaments. One is the main event, and the second is under 1,600. So we will mostly take a look at the main event. Also, we will go to show another games. Maybe it will be some interesting games. Who knows? So two separate events, 9 rounds each. Swiss system, and probably it will take 1.5 hours. So we will try to manage to see all the games. Here on broadcast you can see Zoom, so there are players join the Zoom and they stay till the end. So they need to follow the rules, you know, because of anti-cheating measures. So let's go and see the games. So here play Mr. Hasid, International Master from Israel, and Mr. Shalek, probably also from Israel. Of course, we will use the Lichess names because seems that mostly of the players I don't know. Okay, just take a look. Rook and knight against rook and knight. So black have an extra pawn. And probably they will have a chances to win because also b3 pawn is can be hanging. It's a weak pawn. But of course, if white will be active, for sure they still have a chances to make a draw. So keep a look on this game. So probably now white will go f3. Maybe it's not good move king g2. Maybe king e2 was better. So okay, so now probably black will take on c4, and this will be transferred to rook ending, where the black have more chances. Also, white have some chances to make a draw. Who knows? You see, this is time trouble for black, so just we will see. The possible result here is draw, and I believe it will be draw here. It's normal result for both sides. So e4, interesting. Now white want to take his king to the center. Maybe after will be move f5, gf, and king f4. We'll see. Yeah. So it happens. As you see, the white have more time. So 30 minutes in blitz game. It's a lot of. Okay, rook a1. Just see. Maybe the plan is to go to maybe pawn will go to g6. I don't know. I don't believe that here black have a chance to win. Either they have an extra pawn. So very active white king. Okay, let's go to another game. We can go to see another games from the top boards. Okay, for example, we will go to see top rating players. So here we go. So it was a game played by Mr. Nimrod from Israel, International Master. So we just take a look. It was King's Gambit, declined. Okay, and interesting combination. Everybody knows this combination. So bishop takes h7, and after knight goes to g5, and after queen h5. Very interesting. So this is the last chance to continue the game, to give a queen. But of course, this is simple, easy win for white. Just we will take a look how the game was finished. Okay, so good technique for white, of course, because this is international master. So it's very easy. Yeah, and he gave a mate by d8, rook or queen. Okay, go to another game. So now it's the first round. So we have 35 games. And, 121 participants played. Let's take a look who is from the top seed guys still playing. So I see a lot of players with a good Chess rating, but we cannot realize who are they, so because of nicknames. Okay, so 121 at least. Okay, let's so it will be some break. Okay, so maybe we can check the Mr. Evgeny Postny game. Okay, it was for white. So his opponent withdraw. Probably he missed this first round. Okay, so Mr. Steinberg play. Okay, just see this game. So this is typical Najdorf variation from Sicilian defense. Okay, knight b6. So after knight probably will come to c4. Okay, g5 also typical move. Everything is typical. Probably this is theory till now. So 95. So the this knight probably will go to c4, and after exchange, the second knight from b6 will come to c4 and attacking the queen. Interesting position. Probably seems that black know more in this variation. I believe that will be interesting game for sure. Okay, so f4, knight e to c4. So white need to take. So they go.
אני מבקש מכל השחקנים שלא מפעילים מצלמה להפעיל מיד מצלמה.
Okay, probably knight a3. This is small tactic.
במיוחד החזקים. מיד.
On c3 knight. Okay, it's easy. It's easy combination. Why Mr. Grandmaster
נמרוד להוריד אוזניות בבקשה.
doesn't show it. Okay, let's take a look. Maybe he want to calculate till the end this variation, what will be happen. But I guess he will take on a3. Seems this is easy way to win this game.
ינינה להוריד אוזניות.
This is the second round, I think. Yes, this is game from the second round. So as I mentioned before, we will try to show more games from the top boards because it's more interesting for viewers, for followers. By the way, you can see this broadcast. You can join this broadcast from Chess4All web page, Facebook, I mean, and also you can join it from my YouTube channel.
דניאל איבנוב, please drop your earphones. דניאל איבנוב, להוריד אוזניות, תודה.
So that's why I use YouTube for Chess broadcasting. When I play, when I commenting some international events, so I need to follow this rule. Okay, so now knight goes to e2 to protect knight on c3. Okay, so what to do? Maybe d5? No, d5 probably black are not ready yet. I want to take on a3 some. Okay, castle is okay, so probably h5, h5, g6. Okay, f5. So black takes on f5. And now problem with taking on f5 by pawn because rook is standing. Okay, so bishop takes h1. Okay, we'll see. Probably this situation is this position is safe for black for sure. So maybe knight d5, but knight d5 it can be maybe some tactic. I don't know. So white goes to d4. Okay, maybe they want to push f6. Okay, g6. Okay, very active move. Let's see what will be happen. I don't believe that this white attack will finish by giving mate because probably there is no material. Okay, queen f7. So queen g2. Okay, maybe next move will be knight d5. Of course, and white want to take on g6 by pawn, and after this will be open line for rook. So it will create some mate position, mate motives. Okay, so 20 seconds, white have 20 seconds, and Steinmer, Mr. Grandmaster, have 50 seconds, so it is more than enough. Okay, small tactic. After queen e2, queen d5, and everything is protect. So pawn on h5 will protect. Okay, interesting. So now problem with the bishop on d4, but it was double attack. Yeah, you saw that bishop d4 and the rook h1 was unprotected. Okay, it's transferred too many pieces, so it's easy win, and white resign. Okay, let's go to another game. So who have 2 of 2? So this is the second round. Mr. Evgeny Postny, Grandmaster from Israel, have 2 of 2. A lot of games are playing still. So how many title players we have? So 2 Grandmasters for sure. 1, 2, 3. Seems that we have 3 international masters, and probably they are also from Israel. Okay, so now we have 123, so 2 extra players join the event. So I think this is a good result. As you know, now in Israel, this time is 22:25, and in New Zealand this is early morning, so this is 8:30, I guess. So it's probably not many players want to play early morning. It's too hard for chess players. So the best is to play afternoon, but you know, because of another continent, so it's a lot of difference of time. So that's why organizers try to organize in good time for both sides. But I see a lot of players from New Zealand because I checked it before the start, so it was about 25-30 players from New Zealand, and in any time they can join the event. But of course their game will be forward, so they will not give any points, so they will start from 0. Okay, so we have this ending. This is rook ending. Jonathan Solomon and the EBN, okay, with a good rating. So it's finish. Of course, black win. Okay. So we have Grandmaster on top seat, and we start to see this game. So Nisko 33 plays with white with Kirill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is a good rating also for Lichess 2208. Typical Sicilian, we'll see. Okay, it's Levin fish variation, so early Sveshnikov variation, and interesting variation with a6, and after white goes to d6, exchange, and this variation is can be very complicated for white if they don't know the the theory, but seems everything is okay. So how to develop the pieces? Probably knight will goes to d5, bishops goes to d3 and to b2, and short castle, of course. Okay, let's see. f5 is also typical. And in this position, white have a nice square on d4. So it looks that maybe position is equal now, maybe slightly better for white, but we'll see. Because of blitz game, of course, okay, f4. It's typical and like in King's Indian. Okay, f4, maybe after queen will go somewhere, maybe after g5, g4, g3, and this can be, that shows that this will be some counterplay on king's side by black. Okay, knight d5, very nice move. So now black need to choose what to do, yeah, to take on d5, or maybe to go queen f7. Queen f7 also good move, and after g5, g4, as I tell before. Okay, maybe h5. Okay, queen f7. What to do now? So white need to make something on queen side, maybe a4, b4, b5, something like this. For now it's unclear. It's I could not take some of side, white or black, but seems it's unclear, and everybody have their chances to win. So g4, h5, as I expect. Okay. So let's take a look. Okay, queen a1. Aha, so after g4, probably queen will go to h4. Knight g6, rook d2, and next will be rook a to d1. Okay, pawn d6 is can be hanging. It's a weak pawn. Maybe after knight will go to b6, and after we can take on d6. Okay, who knows, but as you see, black start to push the pawns, so it can be more than serious. Maybe g3, maybe h4, maybe h3. Okay, blacks need to go rook f8, because rook is very important here in this position. Anyway, black will need some pieces to take attack. Okay, taken on d5. Okay, interesting. So we can take by rook, we can take by pawn c, by pawn e. Okay, pawn e, and then this bishop probably will go to this line. This line is very important, and also this square. Probably queen can go to e4. Bishop d3 and queen e4. Okay, we'll see. So fg and h4. It's unclear, but I think now white is okay, because white have a lot of squares around, and nothing is hanging. So bishop f3. Maybe after the idea is to go c5. Who knows? c5. Maybe now c5 and d6. Yes, immediately Nitsan goes c5. Okay, game still continue. We have 1 minute both. I want to remind that the time limit, time control is 3 minutes plus 2 seconds increment. So it's always easy to win if you have some extra seconds. So if you will play with increment, if you have winning position, so probably you will win. Like in offline tournaments, also like in this online event. Okay, king h1, very nice move. So what to do? Okay, black decide to take on c5, and now d6. So white push this pawn, and after white also have bishop d5 check. Maybe it's not needed for now. Okay, these knights are very active, so maybe this is some counterplay by black. g5, queen h8, maybe g6, I don't know what to do. Okay, this is also weak pawn, so a5. Maybe now rook will go here somewhere, we don't know. Knight h2 g2. Okay, interesting. And after maybe another knight will take on h3. It's not easy to calculate all the variation. Okay, easy, because white takes on f3. So, seems that white will win with this position. After exchanges, so it's extra piece, so black need to finish this game by resign. So nothing to do, it's 2 more, yeah, because this bishop is very active. Okay, it will be the mate, I think, in some couple of moves. And black resign. Oh, very nice game, playing by Nitsan Steinberg. Okay, so we have the first round is going to finish. We have 19 games. So let's check this ending. Of course, it's easy win for white, so it's 3 extra pawns, and these 2 pawns are going to be promoted. So a6, b5, maybe rook b7, a7, so it's very easy. Mr. Hasid play. It's international master from Israel. I will check his profile. Maybe he have a real name. Okay, it's Yuri Zhizmer from Israel. He was born in Ukraine, in my native country, but he removed to Israel since some years ago. Okay, we have another international master, Nimrud. We have already saw one game. It's Nimrud Weinberg. Also, this is a famous name. Okay, let's go to this position. It's very interesting ending also. Okay, oh my god, so they have some couple of seconds, and yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy for black, because probably white will go f6, maybe rook will go to c6 after f6, and oh, fantastic, fantastic. So it's a blunder, yeah, so rook c7 was blunder, fantastic. Okay, we go back to lobby. We have 11 games still playing. Okay, let's go to this game. It's also international master game. Okay, it's already finished. We'll check who is this guy. Mr. Shrek David. David Gorodetsky. This is a young international master from Israel. Okay, this was a new Caro-Kann. This variation named as new Caro-Kann. It's a hybrid Caro-Kann and Pirc Ufimtsev defense. H5. Let's go to see what was going on in this game. Okay, seems that black is fine. Just take a look. Okay, and pawn a4 come to promote, and this was the last blunder was f7. Okay, this was the last chance. Maybe after a2, rook can go to f6, and after can pawn goes to f8 to promote the queen. Okay, maybe now we will make some break. I prepare some videos provided from organizers. It will be interesting, as there are a lot of promotional videos from New Zealand, from Israel. So let's go, and we will come back at approximately 5-6 minutes. So stay tuned.
לא בטוח אם אפשר להבין את המשחק, זה משחק שחמט, לא כל אחד שצופה בזה מבין שחמט.
אני משחק שחמט מגיל 5.5 בערך.
אז זה התחיל די בגן. התחלתי ללמוד שחמט בגיל 4.5. פשוט הרגשתי תן לחשוב.
זה פשוט
There was a lot at stake for Jan Nepomniachtchi in the final of World Chess FIDE Grand Prix Jerusalem, as he needed a win in order to qualify for the candidates tournament. His opponent Wei Yi also had something to play for, as he was fighting for his first win in the Grand Prix tournament and a higher place in the overall Grand Prix standing. First classical game happened to be crucial. Wei Yi got a promising position out of the opening, but started to play imprecise and gave Nepo a chance to equalize. While sharp, the position was still balanced on move 31, when Wei Yi decided not to take a draw by repetition, but to go for knight b5, which happened to be a mistake. Jan replied with a tempting exchange sacrifice and got a long-lasting advantage. Wei Yi was defending really well, but in the time trouble finally cracked under the constant pressure. Having won first game with black, Nepomniachtchi was in a very comfortable situation, as he only needed a draw to clinch the match. in the second game, where he went for all-out attack, sacrificing a couple of minor pieces, but it turned out to be only good for a draw. Jan Nepomniachtchi became a winner of Grand Prix Jerusalem and secured the place in the candidates' tour.
לראשונה בעולם תחרות שחמט אונליין בין ישראל למדינות ערב שאותה יזמו השחמטאים, אלון כהן וליאור אייזנברג.
ארצות הברית מודיעה הערב על נרמול היחסים בין סודאן וישראל.
Thank you everybody for participating in our event.
לראשונה בעולם תחרות שחמט אונליין בין ישראל למדינות ערב שאותה יזמו השחמטאים, אלון כהן וליאור אייזנברג.
ארצות הברית מודיעה הערב על נרמול היחסים בין סודאן וישראל.
Thank you everybody for participating in our event.
לראשונה בעולם תחרות שחמט אונליין בין ישראל למדינות ערב שאותה יזמו השחמטאים, אלון כהן וליאור אייזנברג.
ארצות הברית מודיעה הערב על נרמול היחסים בין סודאן וישראל.
Thank you everybody for participating in our event.
לראשונה בעולם תחרות שחמט אונליין בין ישראל למדינות ערב שאותה יזמו השחמטאים, אלון כהן וליאור אייזנברג.
ארצות הברית מודיעה הערב על נרמול היחסים בין סודאן וישראל.
Thank you everybody for participating in our event.
לראשונה בעולם תחרות שחמט אונליין בין ישראל למדינות ערב שאותה יזמו השחמטאים, אלון כהן וליאור אייזנברג.
לא בטוח אם אפשר להבין את המשחק, זה משחק שחמט, לא כל אחד שצופה בזה מבין שחמט.
אני משחק שחמט מגיל 5.5 בערך.
אז זה התחיל די בגן. התחלתי ללמוד שחמט בגיל 4.5. פשוט הרגשתי
זה פשוט כיף, אתה תמיד לומד דברים חדשים, זה אף פעם לא נמאס.
הרבה אנשים לא מבינים את זה, אבל זה לא רק כאילו לחשב את המסעים, זה גם עם הרבה רגשות.
משחק מעניין, יצירתי, משחק מפתח הרבה יכולות, מעורר השראה.
כל פעם שאני יושב מול מישהו זה יוצר בי אתגר. זה משחק חשיבה פשוט, ואני מאוד אוהב משחקי קופסה וכאלה.
אוקיי.
סבא שלי בעצם קודם כל לימד אותי להזיז את הכלים.
רק פרש לא הצלחתי, למדתי בבית, קפצתי על הריבועים בבית, על הרצפה, זה ככה למדתי.
ואני הצלחתי אחרי שהרבה ילדים לא האמינו בי, והצלחתי להרים את עצמי ולהפתיע. מקום שני באליפות הארץ.
הייתי אלופה הארץ עד גיל 10, הייתי בגיל 9, זכיתי בחמישי באירופה עד גיל 9.
כל מה שצריך זה קצת התמדה, לעבוד קשה קצת. ריכוז, צריך חישוב קדימה.
הרבה נחישות והתמדה.
כאילו, אני מרגיש כאילו אני מסיר אבן מהלב, וכאילו שאני לחוץ, ואז כשאני מנצח, וכאילו אני מרגיש משוחרר כזה.
אז שילדים אחרים אוהבים את מסי ורונלדו, את מי אתה מאמין?
את קרסן. אתה רוצה שתגדל אתה תהיה כמוהו, אבל יש רק אחד כזה.
הקטע שהם משחקים, ואני יושב ומחכה, הלחץ הזה שמרגיש כאילו יותר לחץ ממה שאני משחק. אני ממש מת לראות שהם מנצחים, וכל טעות שהם עושים, אני ממש, כל הבטן שלי מתהפכת, וכל פעם שהם מובילים אני מאושר, וממש רכבת הרים של רגשות.
אני מקווה מאוד שדווקא בתקופה הזאת, שכל אחד ימצא לו באופן כללי את התחביבים ואת הדברים שהוא אוהב, ואני מאוד אשמח אם הרבה אנשים יכניסו את זה גם קרוב לליבם, וזה יכול לקחת אותך לכל החיים.
Sure. No, you can say that I'm Vice President of Australian Chess Federation, captain of Australian team who won Asian Chess Cup. Yeah, I'm a feeder trainer, all this international master, blah blah blah, all you know. Yeah, Vice President of Australian Chess Federation.
So, good morning Good evening for Israel players and good morning for New Zealand players. So we come back, and I'm happy and I have a pleasure to introduce my special guest, Mr. Leonid Sandler from Australia. He's a famous international grandmaster. He is a famous coach. And the last success taken from him, it's that Australia win the Asian Online Cup, and we will speak about this also. So, Mr. Leonid, welcome to our online studio, virtual, let's say.
Yeah. So thank you very much. But I'm not the grandmaster. I'm an international master. But you know, thanks for giving me credit to maybe one day become a grandmaster.
yeah, for sure. So let's go to games. So as you see, the fourth round already finished, and now the fifth round are starting. As I mentioned before, we have some couple of seconds before each round start. So let's go to see game from the first board. Two international masters play. So now we see a game between Hasid and Shrek David.
Yep. Very interesting. I mean, Hasid is very interesting name. I'm not sure this is the the international master Hasid is his Hasidic person or not. It's actually an interesting thing. I mean, I can see.
Yeah, in real life, this guy he is born in Ukraine, but he removed to Israel some couple of years. I know he's Yuri Zhizmer. It's let's say a famous blitz player, bullet player.
Yeah, I can see he's playing. He's playing in the classical bullet style. Rock solid. Bullet solid London system.
London system, yeah. Now it's nowadays it's very famous variation. The most I think specialist is Gata Kamsky. Yeah, you agree, and Jobava probably also.
Yeah, Gata Kamsky. He was a big specialist about 10-20 years ago, but now people like Magnus and all these elite players were playing London system. Of course, it doesn't give you that much, but it's a rock solid opening. You can play 20 moves on autopilot, and I guess in blitz it's actually it's a good strategical and tactical solid opening. Like if you look at the board now, like an unusual move, king takes to d2, you can even play like that. And I mean, it's positions are roughly equal, but in the modern chess, as Magnus, who actually turning 30 tomorrow his birthday, November 30, he'll turn 30. He showed that equal doesn't mean it's draw. You can play chess, until king versus king, and you can win. I mean, I look at this position. You see, it's unusual. King takes d2, but it's possible. I mean, king is very safe behind the pawn chains. Positions are roughly equal. I can't see any problems. I mean, white is developing, black is developing. It's queens will be swapped off, and position roughly equal. Here you are.
Yeah. So now they change queens, and the position, the pawn structure become goes in another way. So the A file is open.
Yeah. Position roughly equal, but okay. In other game, I can see it's slightly more entertaining, I should say. Jan Nye plays against Nisko 33, and look at position 7 against 7. I think it was I guess it was like some kind of Karakan with e takes f6, which is a very popular opening at the moment. And it looks like again positions white is slightly pressing, but nothing special. Swap. White got 2 bishops, but
this is like a kind of close position, so it doesn't mean that the black have some advantage of this. Yeah, so probably here knight is better because knight can go everywhere if there are empty square.
No, I don't think so. Knight is better because you see bishop. I like my bishop, like white can play bishop to d2, you know, like rook f to e1.
Yeah.
Big swap. Let's. I would predict that white got slight advantage, but nothing special.
But what is the plan? So what white need to do now? So probably they need to open some file, yeah?
Yeah. I think, I mean, you know, white wants to swap off all pieces and get into pawn ending. And in pawn ending, thanks to the better pawn structure, 4 against 3 on the queen side, and probably pawn ending will be close to winning for white. It's like exchange PFS. If you swap all pieces now, let's presume you remove all pieces from the board, king ending will be probably, you know, close to winning, or probably winning for white, because I can create a pass pawn on d file, like presume your king comes to d3, you play c4, and think like that. White will have advantage, but
yeah,
you see,
I agree.
Yes, not that easy, you know, like not that easy. But I like white's position, especially I like pawn on h5, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully this pawn will not fall for white, because it could be weak. But white got advantage. There's no question about it. The question is how big or small.
So let's see. Black start to move on king side. So, but now black gives to white e5 square.
Yeah, you see, you know, the beauty of this position for white, you've got a very important pawn on h5. It's stopping g6 move. And you see now, it's what we predicted, you know, like it will be, like I can play bishop to d2, let's say, start swapping here, correct, here, take, you know, like, you know, or king f1 you can play, or take on e7, you know, yeah, I mean, you can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe we can go to another game. It's better to join more games to
of course.
Try to.
You know, like I would say white got slight advantage. I mean, it's a very Nisko 33 grandmaster playing in a truly grandmaster style. You see, and this is what is modern chess all about. You got small advantage, and you're milking, you know, small advantage, and hopefully, you know, it's a good chance for to get a full point for number 3 grandmaster from Israel. Okay, if you want the next game, fine.
So this game we mean probably we will go to another game. Top seed. For example, this game is very interesting. This is opening, let's say, but it seems that black have this game is Silvanas Vindruner and
I can't see position. I'm looking at Nisko game. How can I get to the
Nisko? So you can move to another game, to lobby, and you can.
Which one? What game?
This is game played by Silvanas Vindruner with white.
One sec. Wait.
Maybe I can start share my screen.
Yeah. If you can put that diagram on the board. Okay. Just one sec.
This one.
Oh, okay. Okay,
so
all right. Okay. You know, 22 seconds against 6 seconds. Okay. Let me. Okay, material 6. Okay. From the first glance, it looks like white is doing well. White we won a pawn. Black good piece. Yeah, I think it's looks like good for white. Yeah, I think it's okay. Now I have to take on g2 or something. I think another 5. Wow, what is that?
Wow,
I mean, just
giving a pawn.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the knight takes f5, and you can resign.
Finish. You resign. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
Silvana. Yeah. I mean, to take rook. I mean, by the way, instead of taking rook, you could play knight h6.
Yeah. It would.
Turn is Dallas. Yeah. I mean, of course, it's a dead loss.
Okay, so top seeds now completing.
This is London system. I can see in this London system, looking at position, actually interesting position.
So let's go to this game, yeah?
Okay, let's go to this game. I think actually interesting. I think Black is doing well, in my opinion, staying quickly. You've got 2 bishops, very sharp stuff. Okay. The king a7, I think white is losing piece. Yeah, that's it.
On c4, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's a game over. Yeah. black win the game.
Let's see the black technique. Yeah, so probably it will be easy, but
Yes,
on this time,
just
I want to remind that time control is 3+2, so okay, it's
Yeah.
finished.
Yeah.
Let's go back to lobby. Okay,
Yes.
maybe we can start to speak about Australian chess, New Zealand chess. What is going on
Yes,
now?
yes.
How is promotion becomes now?
Okay, yes, I mean, like talking about New Zealand chess, because New Zealand team is playing game. I actually interesting. You see, it's what we predicted in this game. White, created a pass pawn, and he got two bishops. I mean, and also another weakness on G7. I think White got close to winning position, in my opinion. Think like that. Okay. Now talking about New Zealand chess, chess in New Zealand. A lot of people playing chess. We didn't have that much lockdown. People playing live, in the chess club. New Zealand Chess Federation were very lucky because we own a New Zealand Auckland Chess Center. It's the biggest city in New Zealand. And it's very important to have to own their own building, to own their own chess club. Okay, White is winning, of course. That's it. I mean, poor knight cannot fight against two pawns.
Yeah, 2 pawns and bishop strong. Yeah.
Finita la musica, yes. I mean, now bishop f3, you can play cutting off, classical move, bishop g4, it's also good. King b7, that's it. And small bishop move, and okay, also good. Also very nice. And Zugzwang, I mean, losing knight.
Yeah, losing everything.
This is a game which is what,
So I open game between Slav 2020 and Noam Ater D.
Yeah. Who is this Slav? Moshe Slav, my old friend from, former president.
Who knows? I will go to check. Maybe he have open profile. No, seems not. Okay, it's easy win. Probably this is the last game of this round. So let's return to talking about New Zealand chess.
Let's return to New Zealand.
Yes, as you are vice president of Australian chess, probably you have more close connection to New Zealand. Maybe you help them to make more promotion, maybe chess in schools projects, maybe
New Zealand chess. New Zealand chess. It's of course, it's much smaller and much less players and slightly weaker than Australian players, but we're a very well organized chess federation in New Zealand. The president of Chess Federation, Grandmaster, the only New Zealand Grandmaster, Murray Chandler.
Yeah.
And we're very well organized, and we've got the coach of the team and captain of New Zealand teams, Grandmaster Dan Boykov, who is visiting New Zealand very often, twice a year. And
he is from Bulgaria, yeah?
Yes, exactly. He's from Bulgaria. He's working for chess.com also, commenting on the games. Very nice and knowledgeable, guy. And thanks to him, and thanks to sponsorship of New Zealand Chess Federation, New Zealand making, good, progress in chess, and especially in women's chess and girls' chess. I think the next New Zealand will be probably girl or women. This is what my New Zealand friends tells me. We've got a very good young girls, 10, 12 years old, 14, 15, good prospects to become next New Zealand GMs. I don't think it will be men, but probably, girl.
Oh.
This is my prediction. And as I said, we've got quite a few tournaments. For example, New Zealand Chess Congress will be starting 2nd of January.
As always, yeah. So it's no lockdown, nothing special.
We had lockdown, we eliminated virus like we in Australia. For example, in my city, in Melbourne, we have 30 days with 0 cases, 0 death.
Wow.
But we had lockdown for more than 3 months. Thanks to the hard work, we've got virus free, but I hope it will stay. But we've got warm weather in Australia and New Zealand. It helps, In Ukraine and Europe, difficult situation because of cold weather, and you see, probably people are, I would say, less inclined to listen to authorities than New Zealand or Australia. You know, I would say, you know. I hope that you guys here will be, you know, doing well, because it's sad to see for us in a land of far away, of bad situation in Europe and you know, Israel, and we had the same problems, but we resolved our problems. Hopefully, all other worlds will be able to resolve and will be able to play live. You know, play against.
Problem for chess players, especially in post-Soviet Union countries and European countries, that there are no events, so you cannot go everywhere, you cannot travel, because you don't have flights, the borders are closed, so that's why everybody stay at home and just enjoy offline, but it's too much. Yeah, seems that this year is we need to forget this.
I agree with you. I'm looking now this game Yevgeny Postman against Nimrod. It's very interesting game. Yeah,
probably it was Queen's Gambit, line with Bishop F4.
Yes, Bishop F4 and early C5, getting space. If Black will be able to eliminate all Queen side, all this, you know, B6, C6, B5, C5 pawns, it would be a draw. But White got actually White got advantage. I'm not sure why Postman play, you know, Queen A8, wasting move tempo.
Yeah.
But actually, this is very.
He give a pawn, but he goes to A4, and now knight goes to C5 probably, and.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, if a pawn comes to C5, it will be dangerous pawn.
Yeah.
Actually, a very high-class game, you know. Like, I think Black is equalizing, or, you know, White has to be careful, actually, here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you have to swap, you know, play something like Rook C1.
Rook C1 for sure, yeah.
I mean,
In this
maybe
case,
take on
I will
the
take White. I will take White. If I prefer to play, I will take White, but generally seems that nothing special, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, but in modern chess, when two strong players are playing, it's always nothing special, you know. But you see, it's actually a very, I mean, clever move. I mean, he's keeping knight at bay, at B8. Now he's threatening to take on C5.
Exactly.
Yeah, now. Okay, what are the useful moves you can play? H3 or something, I don't know. Or G3, I don't know, take straight away. Okay, what he's hoping, okay, I see. Yeah.
It will be easy draw, yeah?
I'm not sure, because Bishop is, he's not better, maybe slightly worse than Knight, if I'll take your pawn, I don't know. If let's say Queen C5, DC5, Rook C8, I don't know.
Yes, but White need to keep queens on.
Okay. Now it's draw, yeah, okay, now it's a G3 now it's a draw. But G4 even, yeah, stopping H5, getting space, yeah, it's about,
okay,
you know,
White will try to make something more, but...
Yes, White can play King G2, King G3, H4. Actually, White got slightly better, but Black wants to swap rooks. The question is how. So-called rook got into so-called 7 heaven.
Yeah.
But, okay, it's a good move. King can go to G6 now. King G7, King G6.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, I mean, position roughly equal. And, I mean, time-wise...
yeah, maybe Knight need to go to the D6, yeah? Maybe only this.
Okay, it's what he's doing. I mean, where he's going. I mean,
okay, maybe A2, C3, B5, D6, maybe this way.
Yeah, not that easy. Okay.
A5, yeah.
Not that easy, because in chess you've got two people playing, not one.
Yeah. So you need to have a plan, but you need also to keep an eye on the opponent plan. So.
Yeah. Returning to chess, New Zealand chess, New Zealand got a plan, and that's why we're doing well in chess. And actually, it's okay. Bishop can go to E5 now. Actually, pawn is hanging.
Yes. So now takes on H2. So now it's extra pawn for Black. But,
yes.
White have a square on D4. F5 after.
If you play knight D4, play Bishop G1, no?
Yes, Bishop G1, exactly. So you need to go back.
Yeah, but you have to be careful. No, actually, no checkmate. Okay, you have to go back, bishop h2, maybe repetition, yes?
Maybe, but I think now black wants to win.
No, but knight d4. Idea knight rook
d4, bishop g1, it's draw, yeah? If,
okay, knight d2, repetition. It's a repetition draw.
Yeah.
Because if you will not do that, perhaps knight can get to f5 or rook takes d5. White might be able to get something, you know?
Yeah, maybe
because,
black don't want to risk, yeah? Okay, you see, bishop g1 and suppose that will be draw now after knight e2. It's after, no, so he don't play on e2.
Okay, what about if I play king g6? I mean, what's now?
Okay. Let's give check on e7 and take on d5.
Yeah, but if you play knight e7, I play king g7. I can if you take on d5, I'll take on f2.
Yeah.
You maybe you have to still I don't know. I mean, it's very risky for white. I don't know what's white's next move. Okay, check. Okay, f6 only move.
Only.
Yeah, I mean, no, not only a reasonable move. F6. He plays rook d7.
Rook d7 and
check.
mate. Okay.
Check.
Maybe it's not easy. So
smart.
You need to go to h7 now to give back.
Yes.
f6. So
okay. Very interesting stuff.
Yeah, maybe
bishop takes f2.
Maybe he missed this variation rook f2 and rook f5 and goes to this ending. Maybe he missed this. Maybe it's interesting. 3 pawns and bishop against rook.
Yeah, white is piece up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now white. Wow.
Small
Beautiful
combination.
tactic.
Yes, rook d5.
Okay, white win. White got an extra piece. Evgeny Postny, winning the game. Yeah. White gonna win. There's no question about that.
Easy win with increment. It's easy.
Yeah. Deep pawn is coming home.
Okay.
And,
King g3. It's enough. Yeah.
No. Yeah, of course. I mean, you can abandon this game and save it. White win. I can see. But is any New Zealand players, in top 20 or not?
No, probably not. Yeah, I also check, and
no, I can't see any New Zealand players at all in top.
Maybe some hidden names, hidden federation. We don't know.
You reckon hidden names? I'm not sure.
Hidden, yeah, probably yes. Patzer, I go. 27. We have Joshua Lang. This guy.
Young probably player. I don't know who he is. Yeah, probably young player.
Probably it's a club player. We can see Josh Langford. Okay, it's good achievement. So he have a good rating around 2000.
Yeah. Now, what game we're looking now?
So let's go back to main lobby and see the last game. So this round, okay, this is easy. Maga, Nofek, Itai. So it's too much pieces.
Okay, what's happening?
So we have only 8 games. So
I can see. Okay, I can see 3 games. Okay.
Games. Yeah. We can go down. Maybe this is interesting game. Kirill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aisha Totach. This is interesting. Bishop ending. Yeah,
okay, but maybe it is a New Zealand player, New Zealand champion, Kirill Polishchuk, originally from St. Petersburg,
okay. I check his profile. No, this guy is from Israel.
Okay, no, because in New Zealand we've got the current New Zealand champion, Kirill Polishchuk.
He is a young guy, yeah? How old?
He's about, a bit youngish. You've got young family, but probably more like about 35, something like that.
Okay.
I played against him, and
So he white won.
Yeah. Okay. Next round starts in 4 seconds. Yes.
4 seconds, yeah, and we have 123 players. So I think it's good result. So let's go to the top top game in our event, I think.
Yeah,
The first
Nisko,
place probably. So Postny, Steinberg, 2 grandmasters. So Karakan.
Yeah. Okay, rock solid Karakan. Okay.
Oh, knight f3. Okay.
Yes. I think you see, we're playing. You know, you can make a lot of moves. You know, we're very solid but slightly passive position for black. But okay, it's rock solid. It's a good position. Black have no weaknesses. White have no weaknesses. You know, parity in the center with d4 and d5 pawn. Classical Karakan, rock solid opening.
It's from
opening for the
Fischer time. Yeah, it's Fischer. Fischer Peterson. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, Karakan is opening for the World Chess Championship, like same like Yes. Yes. You see, yes. I mean, black is completing development. Okay, g7 bishop is slightly, blocked by nice pawn chain. But I mean, white will be able to get rid of active e4 knight by playing knight bd2. It's a interesting pawn structure. The only difference in position with white square bishop on f1 is better than white square bishop on b7.
Yeah, it's always a problem in Karakan for the black. Yeah, this bishop on c8.
Okay, quite aggressive, Stonewall type of move.
f5, it's interesting move. So let's see. Maybe it will be g5, g4 after.
Yes, maybe queen can get to black queen get on the queen side, king side.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You see now I can predict big exchanges, but still white got slightly better position because take.
Maybe queen h4. Just
maybe, but queen h4 I can play queen e2 and f3 is coming.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, or maybe queen h4. I mean, it's.
But bishop on b7 is too worse, so it will be a problem.
But it's nothing special, to be honest with you. It's not too many pieces left on the board.
Wow. Small tactic. Wow.
No, that's it. It's fantastic shot. You have to play queen e3. It's actually tactical.
And take on d2. Yeah.
No, you have to play queen e3 now. Queen e3 now because f4.
Yeah.
Oh, wow! What a shot! Wow, fantastic shot.
Yeah.
In this case, what's the next one?
Nice tactic.
Yeah, black is winning. I mean, what? Can you play knight f3 now?
No.
Knight f3. Take maybe knight f3.
Maybe it's.
Well, what else?
Only this move.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just thinking. I mean, queen e3. It's no good because black can play say f4. Knight f3. Yes.
So he goes knight e3.
Yes. Okay. Now, if queen, okay, you have to take that. Go there. Take on f1. Okay. I mean, logical move. Bishop takes f1, king f1.
Yeah, but now black don't have problems with this
yes,
bishop.
Yes. Well, no, black got a slight advantage now.
Yes. Because of pawn structure, yeah.
Yeah. Because you got the black knight is slightly better. Now maybe you can do a minority attack. Rook f to c8, b5, a5, b4.
Yeah. Just to open some line. Yes, maybe c or b. Yeah, depends.
Yeah. But he can maybe also get the king to the center. But it's still roughly equal because black has to be careful too because I can push your knight into bad spot like b3. Okay, see, he's going there by himself. He's repositioning his knight. I see. I guess if white plays b3, rook f to c8, f4. Okay. I would play now if I would be white. Yeah. Okay. Good. Maybe h6 play. Just in case. No, rook c8. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think white need to exchange knights. Yeah, maybe goes to rook ending. It's more chances to make a draw.
No, I think it's the positions, slightly better for black, but probably equal. Knight d4 can play, Knight d4, knight takes, rook takes. Okay. even that.
G4. It's interesting.
Yeah. Yes.
So white want to keep some space on king side, maybe, but maybe G file can be opened, but how? And goes after to G5. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yes. I mean, okay. Okay. Oh, look, it is good now.
Yes,
White
change position is changed. Yeah.
Yes. Suddenly, white knight is strong and black knight is defensive. You know. Okay, but I like white's position now because you can maybe double on maybe play something like on double on G file, H4, H5 later on. I don't know. It's slightly better for white now, I would say. But black, okay, yes, good point. Yes, I can do that. And okay, I can maybe play king F3. Yes, preparing rook E to 2. No, knight C6 probably could play. I don't know. Knight C6.
Yeah, just to exchange. Yeah.
Yes, right. Yes. King F7 was a good idea to cover, defend the pawn.
E6. Okay. Yeah. So they change, and now another rook goes to G4. Ah, no, he takes on F5 by E pawn.
Yes,
so now D5 will be weak.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Probably now it's change. Position is changed, and white have more chance.
Yes. It is important to defend pawn on D5 with rook on C5. Okay, yes, good move.
Yes, another thing, H4, H5, yeah?
Yes. White's trying to open second rank.
Yes, to make the second weakness.
Yes, okay, it's very good. Okay, it's good. Okay, now I think I would say that black probably will survive here because I can't see any, because if rook comes to D1, maybe my rook can get to C4, right? White goes there.
Mm-hmm.
Black has to wait, so-called passive defense, I guess.
Yes, passive defense, only like this. Well, anyway, there is no active moves, so they need to keep the position.
Yeah, also, black got also
H6, G5, yeah? You mean?
Yes, and open H5 for the rook. You see in rook ending a lot of opportunities. It looks like dead even, but it's not, because you see suddenly position is getting a bit more complicated and it's opening up because who got active king? Okay, take. Interesting. Okay, if you take with rook, you'll pawn down. King takes c5. Yes. If you take with king, rook c4, we're winning rook, pawn ending.
Yes.
Okay, now take e5.
Transfer to pawn ending, yeah.
You can take on e5 with king, he takes on b5.
Okay, rook d4, rook b4, rook a4, so why
okay, that's a good move. Again, you can't take on rook king f4 because rook c4 and we're winning ending.
Yeah. So you cannot. So you need to go before b3, yeah? Just these squares.
Yes. It's interesting, take.
Take on b5. Okay.
Okay, you see, black got advantage because black king is active now. He comes to.
So he need to go a4, d3, yeah, to go to b2, maybe.
Yeah, maybe king can go. Can king goes to e4 now? King e4.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay, some time trouble now. So 6 seconds for Steinberg and 18 for Postny.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of checks.
Yes.
Okay, maybe he can go b5, c4, something like this, but f5 is weakness, so probably it will be draw, but who knows?
Yeah, okay, because
take on b2.
Yeah, I can see that black will end up with one extra d pawn, but d pawn and rook ending rook against rook and extra d pawn will probably not. Okay.
Probably we will not see the Philidor position in this game.
But actually. But it depends. If white king will be cut off, even could be, a good chance. But I can't see how it's happened. I think it's equal.
What about this rule? So how many lines the king need to cut? So if for example, if two, it's winning, yeah. I forget this. So it's draw, yeah.
Yeah, very good. No, it's actually
friendly solidarity draw with grandmasters.
No, it actually was a very interesting game.
Yeah.
Very interesting game. What is happening here?
So we will go to see this
white,
ending.
white win.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, well, white is winning here.
White is winning, so he go g6, g7,
yeah.
rook
h7.
You
can take pawn. You can take like you can even take pawn on h3 if you like. You can do that.
Yeah, king g4, but he missed this.
Okay, he's okay. This is also good. This
yeah. So maybe we can make some small break for 5 minutes, and we will return for champions round. We have only 2 rounds to go. So it means we have, I want to remind, 9 rounds Swiss system. So this is not arena tournament. So we have only 2 rounds, and we will start to comment around 5 minutes. So stay tuned. I will make some, maybe some video I have, promotional video.
לא בטוח אם אפשר להבין את המשחק, זה משחק.
Can you share screen? Because I only can see games here.
Yeah. So now it's stop.
There was a lot at stake for Jan Nepomniachtchi in the final of World Chess FIDE Grand Prix Jerusalem, as he needed a win in order to qualify for the candidates tournament. His opponent Wei Yi also had something to play for, as he was fighting for his first win in the Grand Prix tournament and a higher place in the overall Grand Prix standing. First classical game happened to be crucial. Wei Yi got a promising position out of the opening, but started to play imprecise and gave Nepo a chance to equalize. While sharp, the position was still balanced on move 31, when Wei Yi decided not to take a draw by repetition, but to go for knight b5, which happened to be a mistake. Jan replied with a tempting exchange sacrifice and got a long-lasting advantage. Wei Yi was defending really well, but in the time trouble finally cracked under the constant pressure. Having won first game with black, Nepomniachtchi was in a very comfortable situation, as he only needed a draw to clinch the match. In the second game, Wei Yi went for all-out attack, sacrificing a couple of minor pieces, but it turned out to be only good for a draw. Jan Nepomniachtchi became a winner of Grand Prix Jerusalem and secured the place in the candidates tournament.
For most of us, it's a game to be played with family and friends, but to some, it's a highly competitive sport. And this year, New Zealand's largest chess tournament is taking place in Tauranga for the first time in its 127-year history.
It's the longest continuously running national championship in the world. And it's been held in Auckland, Wellington, Dunedin, Christchurch, Palmerston North.
And Tauranga has Smith to thank for it becoming the host city.
They ended up here basically because the New Zealand Chess Federation wanted to run a premier congress, and I'm an experienced organiser, so they asked me if I might be interested in organising it this year, and I said yes, if it's in Tauranga, because I live here and I think it's a lovely place.
Held at the Trinity Wharf Hotel, the tournament will host the who's who of the chess world.
We've got grandmasters here from Russia, England, Australia. We've got international masters here from Brazil, and then 3 of our own homegrown international masters, 2 from Wellington and 1 from Auckland.
So, how does a chess grandmaster prepare for a game?
Usually I check database and just check my opponents, what he likes, what he doesn't like, and nothing special. Sometimes without preparation just walk, because sometimes better to have fresh head.
Unlike many sports, these games are played in total silence.
No chanting, no, it's not a football match. No, it's silence throughout because people are concentrating intensely. Chess is fairly unforgiving. If they make one mistake, you usually lose the game against a good player. If you're playing tennis and you make a mistake, you can get it back on the next rally. But chess, no, the game's gone.
But there are some similarities, with organisers keeping a close watch on any unsportsmanlike tactics.
You can't bring in cell phones or smartwatches because they're like mini computers now. And in fact, some people have been caught cheating overseas, consulting their cell phones to give them the right moves. You know, they hide out in the toilet, that sort of thing. Anybody bringing a cell phone into the area will be swiftly ejected.
Games can last up to 5 hours, but it doesn't finish there for the serious players.
And then after the game, people usually come out to the analysis area and have a look at the game, decide what they did wrong and what they did right. And that's a very good time to pick the brains of the better players who might have just beaten you.
Once the chess is over, the international visitors are free to engage in something a bit less competitive: sightseeing.
I tell them all they've got to climb the mountain. I've given them all bus timetables and brochures so they can sort of go and see what they like. The buses from here are quite regular to Mount Main Beach, so they obviously should go and walk along the beach and have a swim, and we've got the hot pools there.
Gavin Ogden, Local Focus.
So we are come back. So let's go to the top game. Posny plays against Mr. Shrek David, International Master.
Yeah.
So we goes immediately to ending. We miss the opening. Okay, we can just go to see the opening. What was another London system.
Black got an extra pawn, I can see, but white controlling, controlling a C file.
Yeah, you see this move here, King E2 in the opening.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of Queen's Gambit. Okay, it's easy to understand the plan. So
it's actually a very interesting position. I mean, white is pawn down, but white got fantastic compensation thanks to rook on c7 and bad knight on b7. Okay, white square bishop on g2 would like to come to f1 and attack a6 pawn. And yeah, I mean, it's actually, I would say that, you see, white got good compensation for the pawn. Is it enough? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. You want to play maybe bishop f1?
I prefer white, of course, because of active, but we'll see.
You need to win material. I mean, activity is only good if you can win material, you know? Because black is pawn up. I mean, it doesn't mean anything.
Okay, maybe now after bishop f1 we want to take on a6, so black need to go b5 or a5, yeah? And
if you
then
take on
we'll
a6,
see some weakness.
Yeah, you have to go there. Okay. Bishop b5 check. Go there. Take. Next move, rook a7. Okay. Yes. Okay, I can see that white is clearly better now because he is regaining his pawn. You can't play knight b7 because second rook comes to c7.
To c7,
and, okay, you can play rook b6, but you'll be like a Zugzwang. You have no moves, you know, like knight would not move. You have to give your a pawn and somehow try to activate your knight, but it's not easy, you know, not easy at all. Okay, rook b7. Okay, take pawn. Rook a5. Okay. Okay, at least. Okay, maybe it's very difficult.
a4 pawn cannot come to a8 immediately.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I think I would say that white Shrek David got probably, you know, close to winning position. Because
maybe he need to exchange one rook, or maybe not. I don't know.
One pair of rooks, swap of one pair of rooks, and maybe king can come to b4 and start pushing pawn. A pawn is a killer, especially when a pawn fights against knight. Knight is notoriously very badly placed to fight against flank pawn, you know, a or h.
Strange. He doesn't accept the exchange on b7, so he
Yeah,
go to c3.
because if you take on b7, maybe knight can get back into action.
Okay, they repeat
He's
the
not-
position. Repeat.
Yeah.
Okay, draw.
Maybe this guy want to make 7 points out of 9 and guaranteed equal first, and but a lot of people on 6 points. It's a lot of people can. Yeah.
So, by the way, I want to tell that organizers provide big money prizes,
Yeah.
around $500 or $600. So
Very good. It's fantastic. Yes, excellent.
Yeah, it's more motivation to play.
Yes, no, but good. Yeah, because it's nice to see that online tournament of not like Magnus Carlsen caliber attract some prize money. Because all other players, not only so-called elite and circus like Nakamura, all these guys, Magnus and this and that, making money, give other people a chance to win something,
Okay.
And it's not nice to see. Okay, you see, like
King go to f6, yeah. Now to go
yes,
to take on f7.
Yeah, if f7 pawn falls, I mean, all this pawn chain on white square will be in grave danger.
Yeah.
Okay, now probably white just wins now, because okay, it's pretty much finita la musica.
Check.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see. Maybe it's not easy.
No, but 3 extra pawns.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's it. Yes, yeah. Goodbye, knight. Okay.
Because of knight on d4 hanging. Yeah.
Between Shrek David won the tournament.
7.5 of 8. Nisko have 7. Posny have 6.5. And as you mentioned, a lot of people have 6, but they really don't have a chance to reach the first place. So go to see this pawn ending. It's draw, yeah? Completely draw.
Yeah, I think so, yes.
No, just...
Yeah.
We will wait up to until the end. Maybe something will happen. Okay, free time repetition, yeah?
Yeah, keep in a position, yes.
Yeah, by the way, on Chess, this is a good opportunity to make automatic draw to fix, because the server gives free time repetition automatically.
Yeah, that's very good. It's a last round, yes?
Last round will start. So go to Posny game or go to Shrek David. Or we can choose both, yeah? We can see both games.
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
Shrek David with black against Yanai 2004. This guy, okay, he have a good ratings around P5 in every type of events. Bullet, I see Rapid and Blitz. So he's an untitled player, but too strong. So Caro-Kann, the most active variation for white, yeah.
It's actually very
E5 now becomes the most good variation for white. So everybody play.
Yes, all these elite grandmasters playing only E5 against Caro-Kann, and Shrek David, like he's building, super strong position like a King David in Jerusalem. It's actually, very good. Good open. This interesting maneuver, knight G8 goes to E7 and C6. Other knight comes to D7
to protect to hold on. Yeah.
Bishop gets to E7, castling. I mean, it's a very, very nice, solid position for black. White got space advantage, but you see, it's not easy to convert. And of course,
but what white need to do? So maybe C4 in some kind of position.
Yes.
Just
I mean,
open everything. Yeah, he goes C4. We'll see.
Yes. Yeah, you have to do it because while black is slightly behind in development, they haven't castled. It's only chance for white to open up position. Okay, I mean, maybe you can take on C4. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this type of position, just looking, because you have to be careful. Okay, knight.
Take on d4. Interesting.
Okay, knight takes, d4 also, knight takes. Okay.
Probably Shrek David want to survive, to make a draw. Yeah, it's enough for him, but it
Now I
will
can
not
take
easy.
d5. I can take c takes d5.
Or maybe we can go knight b5? Knight b5? What
Yeah,
is
knight b5, knight c6 also possible. Yeah, you're right, knight b5. Okay, knight b5,
Just
maybe
try.
I can... Knight b5, I can play bishop e7 or something.
Also interesting move is queen b3, maybe. I don't know. Okay,
I
he
can play
goes knight
bishop
b5.
e7. Okay, he takes, okay.
Takes on d4 with the knight.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can take on c4 simply by bishop.
Yeah. Yes. Black needs one more move to make it,
Two moves,
safe.
yeah, exactly 2 moves. Bishop e7 and castle. Yeah, it will be, everything will be okay.
At least bishop e7, like
Least, yeah.
with view of castling. Okay, but now he doesn't have this because knight f5 threat and play to g6. Oh, bishop d3, yes.
Bishop d3, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember this
good
move
move.
in such another variation. I remember this idea to go bishop d3.
Okay.
But,
all right. Now end game with you have to play what, knight c6. Queen takes c6.
Even knight d7. Yeah, it's maybe the same, maybe not. No, knight c6 is more better.
Problem. I don't know. No, I have to calculate. Knight c6. Okay.
Okay, players don't have time to calculate. It's a kind of blitz.
Yeah, I know, but
in rapid,
now
in standard, I think in standard, in classic game, it's easy for white. Yeah, so probably white will win. But
what about queen takes e5? Grab pawn grab, because pawn is pawn.
Pawn is pawn, as always.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know. You've got the option to play bishop e7.
White is still undeveloped. Yeah, so bishop on c1 stay.
Yeah. If I would be black, I would grab pawn and hope for the best.
Of course.
Because black got bishop d6 also move next time, getting tempo of attacking. Yes. I would say black is doing
maybe
well.
f4, f5. I don't know.
But if okay, go there. Okay, all right.
Rook c8.
Yeah, rook c8. Yes, you can play. Rook c8. Queen takes. No, rook c8. Yes. Rook c8.
Okay, bishop f4. We have bishop f4, and after some rook will goes to d1 or c1.
Okay. Okay. Now king e7.
G3 or f4.
But no, f4 queen c5 check.
Yeah.
But if you play G3, rook f2 c8 or queen c5, I think I would say that black is maybe equalizing.
Equalizing for sure, yeah.
King f6. I don't know what else. I mean, it's only...
Okay. Also, we can go bishop c7, and after we can attack queen, yeah, by the rook b8. I don't know.
Yeah.
G3.
Yeah, rook b8. Yes.
So white wants to go bishop f4 next.
Yeah, but at the moment you don't have an option. You don't have time to do it. Okay, it's just interesting situation. Okay, I can maybe play queen d6 now.
Yeah, just try to exchange.
Yeah, I mean, I want to get, because I'm annoyed with my a8 rook cannot move. But if you play queen d6, I can play queen f3. White still holds advantage here. Still, in my opinion. Okay, I can play even maybe queen e4. I don't know, queen e4. Threatening pawn on h7. Like important.
White needs to.
Okay, good move. Here. Same idea.
H7,
same idea.
H7 pawn.
Yeah, 7 pawn and bishop. Okay, white got advantage because even in endgame, my bishop comes to e3. Bishop can be, in some potential endgame. It's better for white because I've got 2 against 1 on a queen side, and white got advantage because king is Black king is not super safe. It's not endgame. White got advantage, which is important for overall standing of the tournament. Okay, wow.
So he take.
Okay. Yes. I mean, it's like it's not like Fischer Spassky, but okay. But I understand what Black is doing. He's trying to get some activity for the pawn.
Yeah, some dynamic. Yeah,
What about take
but
another
how
pawn?
to organize this? It's not easy, yeah, because
What about queen takes g7? Take another pawn.
another pawn. So you like
Wow.
pawns?
No,
Bishop
but
a1?
h4. Okay.
Check. Maybe now
Queen
rook a to d1.
Queen
Oh,
takes
okay,
g7.
he missed this.
Yes, 2 extra pawns, but active pieces. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, okay. I would say that White is close to winning. White is winning here.
Okay, take on b2.
Yeah. In this case, rook c7 and second rook comes.
And second rook come to c1 or d1 and d7. Yeah. So
Okay.
exchanges. Rook
Shrek
d1,
is
simple.
no,
Probably
yes.
he will lose the title, yeah, and this game and title.
I don't know.
Before.
I don't know. I mean, White got extra pawn. Wow. I didn't get why he didn't do that. You know, White got, you know, White king is now advancing to g4 and f4 and start pushing. It's very, I mean, 2 pawns down. 2 is not 1.
Yeah, first probably king need to go to e3. Ah, so he give back 1 pawn.
Yeah, but it's f4.
f4.
I just push pawn. I mean, okay. Okay, this is very cool move. King h3 and king come to g4.
Yes.
Okay, so
Probably
last...
a5 was not good move. Oh, maybe he want to go a4. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
but
see.
it's...
f5,
no,
g6. Oh, it's
yes.
losing. Yeah, g6
Yes,
after
yes.
g6 it's finished. f6 and it's no mate, but okay, maybe g6 or maybe simply rook e7 and take on e3.
King h6, that's it. Mate.
Mate. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice finish. So we have 7. Okay, so Postny also have 7.5. Nisko win. So Steinberg win the tournament because he win the last game. Okay, so Postny the 3rd, Yanai the 4th, Mr. Hasid 6.5. Only he lose he lose against Nisko, Grandmaster.
Yeah.
So event going to finish. We have only 3 games. So what can we say more about this? I think this is a good initiative, good idea. I tell you more that this is only the second project that Israel Chess4All Foundation prepare and well done organized. So it's the second match. The first was with Russia. Tomorrow it will be it's the third because it was 2 weeks ago with Somalia. Very interesting.
Wow.
Some Arab country. So next one will be held tomorrow with Chile. Another one will be with USA, some California club. And I think the next one will be something from Asia. So it will be around 6-7 projects till the end of the year.
Very good.
Yeah, so solidarity, yeah. Maybe some Arab countries. I know that Israel want to organize with United Arab Emirates because now they have some good relationship. They rebuilt this. Maybe they will organize something together. So for sure we will take a look, and if possible we will try to involve in this kind of project, because in our time solidarity between countries is very important.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely right. Yes, it's very important, and it's nice to see that you see, you know, like many people are, you know, resolving their differences, and if you want to fight on a chessboard, you know.
Of course, yeah, it's too much in our world now. Yeah, so Corona, a lot of wars, conflicts. Yeah, so chess they make some more close relationship with people. Okay, it's only online, but what to do?
I can tell you an interesting thing. This game, knight against queen. I remember when I was a kid, I played in a tournament in my hometown Riga, and I had a queen, and my opponent had a knight, and I was mucking around. I was thinking I'm going to win anyhow. And 42, 43 moves, 6, 7 moves to go, and lucky my opponent blundered his knight on move. Otherwise, it would be an embarrassing draw for me,
Yeah.
It just tells you that knight is quite tricky, and you have to be, always on alert and play your best moves and don't muck around, because it's 50 moves. It's a lot.
It happens. Yeah. This kind of story that you tell us now, it happens. I saw as arbiter a lot of situations like this. So
yeah. You have to make sure that your king is staying away from the knight form. But it looks like white is not knowing what's going on.
What to do, how to win.
Yeah, that's exactly right, yes. Yes. Okay.
Check.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it will be a draw. I don't know. I mean, how many
after
moves?
50 moves, Chess will claim a draw, will decline a draw. Yeah, so
yeah.
We'll see. Okay, you see this. Yeah, probably it's 50 moves. Just check.
Yes.
No, it's no 50 moves for sure. So the position starts from 62 move, 62 and finish 109. So it's more than 50, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. 62 plus 50 is 112.
Yeah, sure. Okay, anyway, we have the final result. We just announce one more time the final result, so we will go to lobby. Also, we have another event. So it was A group. It was open, and we have B group for players under 1,600. Maybe we can also check the result. So you see, Nisko 33, Mr. Grandmaster, won the tournament. According to tie breaks, Shrek David is the second, Yanai 2004 the third, and Mr. Postny only the fourth. And after we have some names, I don't know exactly who they are, but okay, 123 players participants, and let's go to see the B group, and we can finish this. I will move to closed ceremony. Maybe you want to join closed ceremony. I don't know, it will be held in about 10 minutes. Okay, so B group. This is Chile event, Spain event, Chile event. Okay, a lot of events. Israel, New Zealand B. Okay, also it was 9 rounds. 48 players participants, and we have some results. So in total it was about 160 players. So it means this is a good result to have this number of players. So let's finish. I want to say many thanks for you for such. It was my idea to invite you because you are the, let's say, you are the man who know everything what is going on in Oceania chess community, especially Australia, as vice president of Australian Chess Federation, and New Zealand, of course. So.
No problem. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. And
thank you so much, Mr. Leonid. Hope to see you somewhere on real life, let's say.
Of course. All right. Keep well. All the best.
Well. Okay. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Окей. Все, счастливо. Так, все нормально прошло, все окей?
For most of us, it's a game to be played with family and friends, but to some, it's a highly competitive sport. And this year, New Zealand's largest chess tournament is taking place in Tauranga for the first time in its 127-year history.
It's the longest continuously running national championship in the world. It's been held in Auckland, Wellington, Dunedin, Christchurch, Palmerston North.
And Tauranga has
поэтому это не Кабука России, а Ощане.
At the end of that year, basically because the New Zealand Chess Federation wanted to run a premier Congress, and I'm an experienced organiser, so they asked me if I might be interested in organising it this year, and I said yes, if it's in Tauranga, because I live here and I think it's a lovely place.
Дело все нормально у нас, ярко светит солнце, сейчас лето, все закончилось, карантин закончился. Турниров, я вот мой традиционный турнир, декабрьский гроссмейстер с нормой гроссмейстера и мастера, к сожалению, в этом году не состоится, потому что Австралия закрыта для международного путешествия.
How does a chess grandmaster prepare for a game?
Usually I check database and just check my opponents, what he likes, what he doesn't like. And
это хорошо.
Sometimes without preparation just walk, because sometimes better to have fresh head.
Unlike many sports, these games are played in total silence.
No chanting, no, it's not a football match. No, it's silence throughout because people are concentrating intensely. Chess is fairly unforgiving. If they make one mistake, you usually lose the game against a good player. If you're playing tennis and you make a mistake, you can get it back on the next rally. But chess, no, the game's gone.
But there are some similarities, with organisers keeping a close watch on any unsportsmanlike tactics.
You can't bring in cell phones or smartwatches because they're like mini computers now, and in fact some people have been caught cheating overseas, consulting their cell phones to give them the right moves. You know, they hide out in the toilet, that sort of thing. Anybody bringing a cell phone into the area will be swiftly ejected.
Games can last up to 5 hours, but it doesn't finish there for the serious players.
And then
for most of us, it's a game to be played with family and friends, but to some, it's a highly competitive sport. And this year, New Zealand's largest chess tournament is taking place in Tauranga for the first time in its 127-year history.
It's the longest continuously running national championship in the world. It's been held in Auckland, Wellington, Dunedin, Christchurch, Palmerston North.
And Tauranga has Smith to thank for it becoming the host city.
They ended up here basically because the New Zealand Chess Federation wanted to run a premier Congress, and I'm an experienced organiser, so they asked me if I might be interested in organising it this year, and I said yes, if it's in Tauranga, because I live here and I think it's a lovely place.
Held at the Trinity Wharf Hotel, the tournament will host the who's who of the chess world.
We've got grandmasters here from Russia, England, Australia. We've got international masters here from Brazil, and then 3 of our own homegrown international masters, 2 from Wellington and 1 from Auckland.
So, how does a chess grandmaster prepare for a game?
Usually I check database and just check my opponents, what he likes, what he doesn't like, and nothing special. Sometimes without preparation just walk, because sometimes better to have fresh head.
Unlike many sports, these games are played in total silence.
No chanting, no, it's not a football match. No, it's silence throughout because people are concentrating intensely. Chess is fairly unforgiving. If they make one mistake, you usually lose the game against a good player. If you're playing tennis and you make a mistake, you can get it back on the next rally. But chess, no.
For most of us, it's a game to be played with family.
So, okay, I want to say thanks for all of you for participation, that you join us during the broadcast. It was a nice experience for me, and I also have a pleasure to meet my old friend, Mr. Leonid Sandler from Australia. So, this is the final standings. As you can see, we have a top guys on the Finnish ranking list. So Mr. Nisko 33, it's a grandmaster from Israel. Mr. Steinberg, and the second place is Shrek David, who he was leader during the whole event, but he lose his last game. And Mr. Yamai is the third place, and the fourth place going to Mr. Evgeny Postny, international grandmaster. So the next events will be held. The next solidarity match between Israel and Chile will become tomorrow. So you can join on Chess, Chess4All group, and you can go and participate. You can join the event. You can take a view of it. So many thanks for all for participation. It's 12 o'clock in my country, in Ukraine, also in Israel, and this is time in New Zealand. I think this is 10 o'clock morning. So I want to tell good day, and so stay safe. We will come back in next broadcast. Once more, thanks for all, and good night for Israel and for my country, my native country, Ukraine. Bye.